In the end, the roof rack was a success. So much so that we went 3D printing crazy. For example, we 3D printed my keys. Instead of having 2 fobs, yeah, it's a little big, but now I got 1 fob. And then through the whole door frame, all of the cable organizers 3D printed as well. 3D printed a mount for that too. You shove it in, 3D printed. This frame, 3D printed. I've got these drapes. The drapes are held up by, you guessed it, 3D printed elasticy strap. This little knob broke, so 3D printed. 3D printed a little hook. I also have this cool chair. When I'm off-roading, I can just do that, 3D printed. If we go to the front of the car, this plate, 3D printed. Underneath my steering wheel, there was a giant hole. We replaced it with a fun little character. 3D printed. In order to hold my Starlink in place, underneath my seat, we 3D printed these little mounts, 3D printed. Inside where all my electrics are kept, we 3D printed these little battery mounts so the battery doesn't move. Underneath the battery, there's these little feet which let the cables get organized underneath there, 3D printed. This is a channel that goes between my plumbing and over to my batteries, 3D printed. See those little blue caps? Also 3D printed. We had to reprint the handle so it stayed on that little hook. 3D printed. And last but not least, on top of the roof, I have my traction boards, and they are also held onto the roof rack with these racks. These things are like little volcanoes, which allow this handle to screw through 4 recovery boards and the handle with the bolt inside. 3D printed. So at this point, I would argue if you can imagine a part, you can probably 3D print it.